Right, everybody. Had a little bit of problem getting on today. Welcome to my studio. Kathy Arbor here. And I hope you're all having a creative morning and afternoon. Hey, CB. Good to see you. It's a gorgeous, almost feels like fall here. Beautiful day, though. Hi, Candy. Good to see you. Hope everybody's doing great. Gail. Hey, Gina. Nancy. Dot. Dot, are you on your other web page or YouTube channel? Because you don't have a splot beside your name. Karen, good to see everybody. Joy. Well, today, actually, Lena inspired me. It was her last stream. She was talking about the 29 Faces by, is it Alia? I believe is her name. So I thought I would try it too. And I think I'm going to do some different ones. So it's not going to be like a detailed drawings. Like I got one here. Show you or not? There you are, Jet Dot. It's not going to be like this, detailed. It's going to be more character type of drawing, semi-real. As I do enjoy that style, and it's quick. And because we have to do one a day, you don't want to take too long because those other drawings take hours. So I just don't have time to do that every single day. But I do enjoy doing the more fun, quick drawings. And I used to do them quite a few years ago. I started doing them in this book here of different expressions. And I added collage and just a bit of color, mostly black and white, but then a bit of color either in their shirt or the background somewhere. Hi, Eileen. Joan, Joy. So I thought I would do something like these. These are all done with the high flow shading gray. So it's a very transparent. It's more of a glaze than anything else, and it's really fun to do these because you can paint over if you don't get enough of a shadow in. You can paint over it, and it's not going to move on you. So if you want to try this type of quick gesture drawing, I guess you could say, of a face, that stuff is really great to use. Or a Neo 2 by Karen Dosh is also really fun. Hey, Debbie, good to see you. Darlene, got a few new names I haven't seen before. Awesome. So before I get into that, we'll show you what we did in the level 3 membership. I just stuck this on because I had it I had it in my on my table and it got wet. I don't know if you can see it, but it did change color, the dyes from the printer. It's not really showing in the colors. There's actually pink and turquoise and yellow. I just thought you could put it there. Anyways, we did these intuitive painting in our class. And if you're interested in the membership, you can actually go on my main YouTube channel page. And now there is, if you look below, there is a section where it shows all the classes that I've done in the membership. So you can actually go and take a look at all those classes. They won't let you look at the whole class, but they will show you what we've been doing. So it kind of gives you an idea of what I'm offering. And then you can just, if you want more information, you can just click on the join button and it'll tell you all the perks and stuff for each level. So this, I think most of us have done this. It started quite a few years back, and there's so many ways of going about doing intuitive painting, but it's a very freeing way of creating a journal page. And then I had some masks from um, the Crafters Workshop stencils. So I used the buildings in the background was also a mask. And then I used this figure here, which was also a mask. So I covered it and then we painted over top. But it's quite fun and addictive. So I started something back here. And there's really no wrong way of doing this. That's the nice thing about it. Oh, great, Darlene. Welcome, welcome. So this is, I got addicted, so I thought I want to try this some more. So you don't have to paint in any of the, like it painted out in a negative way. You can leave it if you love it. And I like this one here. And so I thought, I'm going to leave it because I really liked it. Just looking at my camera here. So this was done in the same way that I taught in the class. And I added different stencils and different marks. So each one you will do will never be the same as any other one you've done. So you kind of have to play with it, keep working it, and you'll find different methods of doing things. Um, like this, for instance, I used the pink and the orange integrated by the stencil and either wiping out or adding on top of the stencil. It gives it a different effect. Same with this here. So I'm integrating this yellow into the stencil area. I added a little bit of colored pencil to make the highlights of the flowers. I used my pen and did some pen ink in certain areas, not a lot, because I didn't want a lot, because sometimes you can go a little overboard, but again, it's all what you like in it. So give it a try. It's a lot of fun. It's very freeing, and you can, if you don't like it, you can cover it up. Keep adding to it. So there's no bad one, basically. You just keep adding. Thanks, Eileen. Thanks, Darlene. So that was this folder. So actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this folder as my September folder. So I've already got, well, I guess I'm going to have to do it this way. I've already got this done, and I can add to this, but I've got the front and the back done already. So I'm just going to add things into it now. Hey, Janet. Thanks. So this was the July folder that I did. The fairies and the little wings and their eco prints that we did that month. That's just a picture of the painting we did. One more little guy. There's the painting. That was fun. So I've got that one done. And this is our next one, or this is August. So this one I did off stream. And this is the little creature we did a couple weeks back out of photocopies of actual, or not photocopies, scanning of actual carrots. They were weird looking carrots, and I made them into feet. And then I took a scan of an actual dead, gone over tiger lily, and I used that as its fur, as its hair. Added eyes. Made these are real leaves. This is Queen Anne's lace here, and then what I've done here is I've actually used a stencil. Let me get it. Find it. I put it away. Oh, here it is. I use this stencil, but I only use parts of it. Now you could do this on your own too. And what I did is I just placed it, used the black paint, painted over it, found a line that I wouldn't go past, and did that all the way around. And then all of these marks were left in the folder color. And then I kind of made it, this took a little while, and I kind of made it into like a rope or that type of thing. And as I started over here, and then as I came over into this, it looked a little better because I had a lot of practice. So just keep trying, and eventually it'll work out. So I thought that looked kind of cool. This stencil, where is it? I think I got this one on Wish, to tell you the truth. So I don't see anything on it. I'm pretty sure I got it on Wish. It came with 5 other different diagrammed ones. There was one of tree leaves and stuff. But look for anything that's got this kind of a squiggle on it. You could actually do it yourself. Just draw a bunch of squiggles, and then you, with a pencil, and then you just follow the lines and rub out the intersections that you want to rub out so it looks like it's overlapping. Yeah, I know. I got this quite a while ago, probably February, something like that, or before even. But anything that has this type of a diagram or a pattern on it, you could do it yourself, or maybe even try doing it with what do you call it, hot glue. Put it on your mat, and then squish it down when it's still hot, and then let it dry, and then you can pick it up. That would work too. There, Candy's done it. Hey, Colleen, Kat, Nana, everyone that's come in. So I did that, and then that is what we did last couple weeks ago, I guess, with the little house that I drew. So this is again the Queen Anne's lace to look like tree. Kind of gives it a neat look. My camera is wonky. I was with my grandson the other day, so he touching my camera. And then I did this off camera, and I added some bugs. These aren't the bugs from Tim Holtz. I haven't gotten my stamp yet. I've got the die cuts, but I haven't gotten my stamp yet. They're coming, but geesh. So these are watercolor and colored pencil. I did some rainbow carrots, and this was this was just a bunch of stencil that I smacked down to get rid of the paint. And I thought, well, may as well use it. So I've made that into a little, it's my August notes. And then that was the class we did. And then I just made some ribbon doodling around the edge of it. And that's just a photocopy of that folder. So you can do all kinds of stuff with these. There's no, I've got no rule on how to do these. It's whatever you want to do. But it's fun to come back to it. That's what I like. And this is another one that I tried. Again, totally different than this. But it's got a different feel about it. But I like it. It's different. So you can do all kinds of stuff with these. And this was just, both of them were both stencils, and but then again, we got different color combinations. But it's fun. So I'll probably use this one for November, but I haven't done any more on it. But these file folders are great for doing this type of work because they almost feel like leather when all this paint's on it. It's really a really neat feeling page after they're done. Thanks, Colleen. Yeah, they're fun. This doesn't have as much on it, but it is fun to do. Yeah, I like the yellow on it too. Thanks, Karen. So, because of Lena and her last stream she did about faces, I thought I wanted to try and do some. So, forgot I had this book. And this is a really cool book for any of you that would like to do faces, but you're a little bit nervous about doing them. But you want something that looks like a face, but you don't want to get too realistic. She has an actual, what's that? Art channel that you can go on. I can't think of the name. Skillshare. She has a Skillshare. So, and she does actually do this book. And this is a really cute And it's a very easy way of doing faces. She gives you all the information about what you need, expressions, but they're very simple faces. So she even does the skin tones if you want, hair, how different shaped faces are made. She even does, I think, a blob face. These are kids, different noses, mouths, eyes. So if you want an fairly easy way of doing faces, check her out. She gives you all kinds of examples, step by step, how to do the eye. Remember when I did the egg? I think what does she use? She's got a mango. I did an egg, but it's a great trick. If you can do that, it'll help you with side profiles, three quarters, that type of thing. Even up and down, showing more nose or showing more forehead type of thing. Colleen and I will do some Amazon shopping because we need the brown paper they put in the box. Oh, geez. Maybe you should just buy a roll of it and then you won't have to do so much shopping. Probably be cheaper. Devin, I loved your video today. Guys, check out Devin Rex. I loved what you did. It turned out so great. And you are really fantastic at video editing. I'm telling you, that was awesome. You're very cold. All right. Excuses, excuses. So I have been drawing for this 29 days faces. And I thought, well, I want to do different types of expressions again. So I don't know if you remember these. I had these for my um, daily creative journal, and it kind of gives you feelings, right? So your eyes are your most expressive part of your face, and then after that, it's your mouth. So what I've decided to do is take one of these as my starting point. And I started off with this one right here. Now it's not exactly the same, and then I added the nose, the mouth, and then I added the chin and the rest of her. So I started with the eyes first. Hello from Scotland. Welcome, welcome. So what I'm going to do is I want to color these. So I've got 3 made so far. And this is very simple. There's no shadowing on these. So I'm going to use either colored pencils, and I'm not going to shadow it completely, but just in certain areas. And then this was my next one. And let's see, that one was taken from this one. And again, start with the eyes, the nose, the mouth. I'm in these faces, I do want to stick with the proportion ratio a little more to the realistic side of things. Um, so now this one isn't exact, but usually in between your eyes, the width between the eyes is usually the same width of one eye, and then half on both sides. So that's what I'm going by. And your eyes, your lids probably are about a halfway point of your whole face, including, um, you can't do it from where your bangs are. It's the whole head. A lot of people make that mistake. So this is the halfway point. So you usually have that half of the distance to be your forehead. Now, it can vary, but as just a general rule, that's what you look for. Okay, so then the next one that I did this morning was, which one? Was this one. And then that's what I did with it. So I had to either go on Google. I actually looked in the mirror and made my mouth, or take a picture of you doing that so you can see how the mouth is proportionally, because depending on the cheeks, this part of the mouth would go in a little bit. Um, is it a round or is it egg shaped? You know, there's different things to look at. I was taught to do the left eye first if you are right-handed. Then you can match the shape of the right eye. Yeah, yeah, I think I do that too. I do usually. I don't know if I did that with this one. No, I did though. I did the right eye first. I don't know why, but I did. But you know, you can put lines in, a line across, so you're not getting it too wonky looking. Make a T across so you know that your mouth and your nose line up to the middle of her eyes. So if you can put little marks on your page, it works. And then you're not goofing up too much. And I didn't put hair on them on purpose, because I wanted to basically look at the expression more than anything else. So I'm not sure if I'm going to put hair on them or not. So I thought, well, I thought I might try one on black paper. And I have to turn it upside down to do the left eyebrow. You do whatever works. That's the way I look at it. Whatever works for you. There are so many ways of drawing a face by putting it on. I've seen people where they put it on pieces of plastic, and they actually trace it first. I've seen people do the graphs, which I prefer, but a lot of people don't like doing them. They don't want to take that time. Yeah, but you just do what you have to do. You can measure with your pencil. Um, put it upside down. Do it in front of a camera, because what you see and what you see in the monitor looks totally different. And a lot of times you can see where you've made the mistake in your monitor than if you look down at your painting. I've done that many times. So I thought maybe I'll do one of these. And we'll do it in a pastel pencil to start on black paper. So let's see, what can I do? Shall I do a mad face, sleepy face? So you can see that this one's mad or frustrated. And if you want to use this type of thing, go on Pinterest or Google and look up expressions in eyes drawn, and you'll get tons and tons of them. You do that, Darlene? Yeah. Or you could put it up to a mirror if you don't have a camera. That works too. Let's see which one. Let's do this one. So any questions? I guess I can't. Sweet. You're funny. Okay, so I'm going to start so the eyebrows are, oh, this is a broken pencil. And being that this is more of a caricature than anything else, because there's no way your eyes would be this close set, but broken. I'll have to do. It's kind of like one eye's up more than the other. Let's see, the nose. Shall we give him, I think it's going to be a him. Give him bushy eyebrows. Bags under the eye. And then should we make him his nose up? kind of snarling. Should be Halloween. So we have wide nostrils. He was snarling. Probably going to turn out to be like a let's see, down. Because it's a guy, we'll give him a big brow. Yeah, let's see. Now, how would we like the light? If we were going light from the bottom up, his chin would be shadowed, but you'd see the highlight in the bottom of his nose. And the tops of his eyes would be brighter. Let's see. I think we'll do the top. I'd have to see a picture of. I guess I could get my pastels out too. Give a highlight on his nose. His eyes a bit smaller. Let's see. Some black. So just thinking of wrinkles. A little different doing the negative approach. It's been a while since I've had to do this. We used to have to do this in art school where we had to draw only the negative. It was interesting. Makes you think about shadows, how they would relate to each other with the different shapes of the face. Shape of the cranium. It's fun. It's a little easier if you have a reference photo, but kind of fun to use your imagination too, instead of looking at a reference. The only thing about doing this on stream is it takes a bit of concentration. I'll look up in a minute. So if you got any questions, let me know. Okay. That's fun. I have a little bit of a brighter. A little bit highlight here, not much. And bottom lip will be highlighted. And a little bit more down here, give them fuller cheeks. Let's see. Won't see that highlight on the bottom as much. something a little more mysterious. Just fun to play a little bit. So you don't need a lot of colors to make this work. Just 2 colors, but you're smearing. And then I can go back over top of this with a fixative if I want. Get the pupil in there a little darker. Darker in here. Sharpen. Just a few marks for eyebrows. Little mark there where his brow is kind of. I think I need a cast shadow there of some sort. And this, let's make it bigger. I want a woman or a man. I'm gonna go man. Make it thicker. Too low or too high. Clavicle. Right about there. Let's see. Just a suggestion. The eyes are a little bigger, but it's not too bad. Yeah, it kind of does look like a ghost. Ghosties. Getting ready for Halloween. Let's see. I think this one needs a little bit more highlight in the eyeball. Then Right. Well, let's see. Here, that was quick. Oh, I don't know. Could be anything. Mad or he, whatever. It. Yeah, the date today. 3rd. Nine, 3, 20. So, yeah, play with black paper. I got to use my paper up somehow. Right, Eileen? So it's fun to play with black paper, see what you can do. It's a different way of thinking as far as drawing. Could actually fade her out so it does look like a ghost. See. Actually, that would be higher highlight. Those are just the pencil form of pastels. They're fun to play with. If you have any, get them out. They're great fun, especially on black paper. All right, so that's that one. What should we do with this one? Let's put it on a piece of black paper for start. Yeah. I'll bring you in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Oh, So I could try and do some, let me think, bit of pastel. Well, the oil pastel. Let's see what we can do with this. Get some Q-tips. Oh, where did I put them? Oh, why don't we use these fantastic sticks? See how these work. What would Darlene say? You could even draw a mirror frame around him. Yeah, that's true. That's cool. All right. Oh, I think sparkles all over it. That's from our last adventure where Eileen made me emboss with it. Now I have sparkles all over my white. I'm just going to put some white on the cheeks, where I think the, the, the highlights would be. And then some pink. Haven't played with these yet, so we'll see what happens. Purple here around the nose. Here. It's supposed to be with dry media and wet media, these things. We'll see. More white. A little bit of the pink, or maybe this color. Interesting. I haven't really played with this set at all, so you're seeing all my mistakes. Wait. Oop, something on there. Oh well. She looks ticked off. A little bit of pink in your cheeks. It is very interesting to work with, that's for sure. The grayish eyeball. Let's see. At least you can wipe these sticks off. That's good. Sorry I'm quiet, guys. It takes concentration doing faces. A little bit more here. And around their nose. Can't use my finger. Got black on it. Baby wipe. All right. Oh, I forgot her ears. Better do her neck too. So, all right. Use your finger, it smooths it a little more, which is kind of nice. Then white. What color eye? Blue. Let's see. Okay. Then you can use prismas on these, I found, which is kind of cool. Yes, they're oil pastels. They're really neat to play with. I don't know if I would um, the very specific way of doing art. Um, I think they would be great for adding to whatever you're doing in mixed media, but as far as working just with, that's the real learning curve to me, definitely. I'll have to experiment more with them in order to get um, exactly a process of how to work with them, because they are tricky, I will admit. Already. Well, thanks. Because it's very there's a learning curve. I don't know how else to explain it. I like the fact that you can use it in mixed media, so you can use it with your Prismas, or I imagine any colored pencil would work, even your oil-based ones. I've got some Pablos. I can try them. They're oil. Put some more color in the eyes. Adding a little bit more there. Now I'm getting too detailed, and it wasn't supposed to go that way. Just can't help myself. So you can only put so much on, so many layers on this, and you have to I don't think you can really get like photorealism type work. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but because it builds up so much and you can only add so much pastel onto it and it just moves around. So I would say for myself, I love them. I think they're smooth and they're creamy, but for mixed media, I think they're great. But for me, for portraits and stuff like that, I think you got limitations with them. So I think that's what I'm going to probably use them for, is the mixed media. So enhancing color, giving a little sparkle to some of the areas. This cheek is too big. You can tell right now. Formed. Doesn't match that one. Looks like she's got a toothache or something. But I would think a tongue would be very difficult. I have never tried. A tongue? Not really. You don't have to put a whole lot of detail in the tongue because your composition is all about the face, just not the tongue. Some areas you don't have to do as much detail. Would you have to spray something like this with a fixative? Yes. There are spray fixatives that you can get. From what I hear, Lena told me that it does eventually dry. Um, it it's very messy, I'm finding. So I think what I would typically use them for myself, I'll show you. So if what I think I'm probably going to be using them to highlight areas or make something a little more brighter. Okay, here's that red. I wanted some really bright areas in this thing here. Let's see, what can we do? It's kind of full. Let's try this. Yeah, this red here. I think that's what I'll use them for. So it just makes everything brighter. Thanks, Joan. Let's see, what do we got here? Some blue. Maybe we'll put blue in here. Kind of a greeny color. It's just to enhance things. It's pretty. I like these. I could add this. It's kind of a bronzy gold, I think this one is. Let's see. We could get sparkly. Gives a little bit of, they're nice to work with. They're very, very creamy. If you want to work with that fantastic, you can use this. It wipes off fairly easily. Clean. Or I've seen a lot of people use Q-tips with the pan or the oil pastels. Let's see, what's this white? Is it plain white? Let's see. Highlights would be cool. You can do all kinds of stuff with them. For me, I don't think I'll get a bigger set. I've got my pan pastels that I can do the same thing with. Oh, I don't know. These sticks I got, these things have to be at least 10 years old. So I don't know what they cost nowadays, but they're like a foam type of thing. I've gone on quite a few YouTubes where they're using mostly Q-tips for the oil pastels. So I'd probably use the Q-tips. I don't have any down here right now, or I'd try them, but from what I've seen on different channels, they work just fine. And then you can throw them out. You don't have to worry about cleaning them. These are nice, but yeah, I don't know if I would, depending on the price. They kind of remind me of they are foam. Not sure how easy they are. They're kind of like a foamy, the soft tools for pan pastels in a way. They're fairly easy, and these ones don't lose their shape as bad as the soft tools. I used them a lot when I was in the. You like them, Eileen? They are fun. I've seen Pam Carricker also uses these for when she's blending. I think she uses them a lot with her charcoal, that type of thing. So we dip them in dye and could write with them. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, they're kind of like a paintbrush. Um, they don't seem to tear up at all, which is nice. See, still fairly, it's not torn at all. I don't know why the whole thing. Can you sharpen them or something, or what do you do with them? Just leave them like this, or what? You should try them on pan pastels and see how they work. We left them as they lasted forever. I was wondering. Yeah, let's try one for this is a black, coarse, shiny one. What do we do? Let me think. Where do I want to put this? Maybe I'll outline these. They seem to do all right. Just tap it. Let's try on just a plain piece of paper. Cardstock. I guess if you were just doing a small area, it's all right. I probably wouldn't buy them specifically for that. If you get them in liquids. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, I get. Okay, I get it. I I get it now. Let's see. Till we stick it in some. Does it have to be acrylic ink? Can I use acrylic ink? Or will it wreck it? Or do I have to use ink? I think I have some ink in here somewhere. You think they'll be fine? Do you have to leave it in it for a bit or what? This is white Bombay ink. That's cool. So you could probably dip it in, say, the fluid watercolors. That would be cool if you wanted to use this as, something to draw like this, or if you wanted to just have it in a specific area, maybe it would be cool. Yeah, it does. And I like the fact that it doesn't seem to tear, which is cool. So they've got their purpose for sure. That's neat. So definitely be using those for other things. I liked the way they did go on the paper with the where did I put it? With this, it did go on quite nice. See, the skin is fairly smooth. It's just very messy, I find. And I would probably just myself use them for mixed media for enhancing areas, or if I was doing a mixed media face, maybe I would use it for enhancing certain colors. What's she shouting about? I don't know. Maybe she's shocked. Something shocked her. But it's fun experimenting and seeing what stuff does. But I did get these to try, and I'm glad I did try them. I'm going to investigate more in how to use them properly. And when I do, I'll let you know about it. I'm glad I tried these. I've had these for years and I forgot about them, and then I found them again. So that's fun. I wasn't sure how to use. I think I got them because I was in one of Pam Carricker's glasses, and that's what she was using. But I do have ideas for these in faces, which I'm going to try, mixed media faces with different mediums that I'm going to try out again. So stay tuned for that. All right. So I think that's it for me for today. And I'll be showing you my faces as I go. I might just do drawings. I might try other stuff. I think there'll be a whole bunch of different things that I'm going to be doing. So hopefully I inspired somebody to venture out and try some of the faces. You don't have to do the 29 faces, even if you did one a week. Just experiment. Don't get too detailed. Just practice the eyes or practice noses, or if you're looking to do faces for your um, in your journals or whatever, take a look at this one too. I really like this. This is all watercolored ones, but this is a really good book. So if you're interested in more of a character faces, these are great. All right. I guess I'll let you guys go, and I'll see you on the internet somewhere, I'm sure. So have a good evening. You're welcome, everybody. Glad you liked it. And we'll see you next week. Stay creative, everybody. Bye for now.